Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of our admin model training. We will discuss the updates that we made during the time that you guys have been using the model, and thank you for all those who have provided their comments and suggestions to make our admin model better. So let's start. So first, I updated the instructions tab. Here I incorporated the purple colored tabs pertaining to memos or tenants to memos or notices that we issue to our tenants. And this include the billing memo here and the default memo here. So let's go to the billing memo. First, the billing memo is basically the memo that we send to tenants every time that we send our bill. And this usually happens every fifth of the month. So how to do this? First, we select the tenant name using the drop-down list. Remember that green colored cells are data validated using the list. So please do not enter anything or type in anything, but just select from the list. So for example, Nigel Villaflor, automatic automatically the tenant code and numbers will be updated here and at the right side. The right side is basically the report or the memo that we will send the tenants. So next, for Casa Legarda, we are using the manual inputs kasi yung dorms.ph system, hindi pa siya nakaka-transition sa dorms.ph system according to this billing database. So manual inputs pa lang siya. So here sa billing memo, we will be using the first few lines of this billing inputs. For those na naka-transition na sa dorms.ph billing, you just need to input the billing period dito sa pinaka baba. Okay. So, I included some additional manual inputs in case there are special cases. So, right now, wala pa akong makontemplate ng mga cases na hindi pa natin ilalagay dun sa billing database. But in any case na kailangan natin maglagay ng manual inputs, then we will use this. Oh, actually, I have an example. So for example, we will bill the rent. Sorry, 1/5/2021. I also want to bill the rest if there are things na we need to bill them. So, pero meron pa siyang mga kulang from last year. So I will put the billing period of December 2020, tapos I'll just put rent. Rent of say 5,000, tapos we have like penalties and penalties and interest. So 500. But pwede rin kasi now what we can do is just put the total outstanding, total outstanding or unpaid balance from 2020. Then we just include the basically yung balance nila. I think we can probably link it dito sa receivable balance. Pero baka may mga times na update na siya. So I'll just keep this as manual input. So as you can see, nag-automatic update siya dito sa may right side. Now, aside from the billing, we need to put in the collections. Remember, yung collections, hindi siya discriminated as to what nature of the payment is for. So, we just put the entire collection as total as of, for example, January 2021. Ito yung collections. Then, there. So far, ang unpaid bills niya is 4,992.89 and pwede nyo nang diretsong either i-print, you just print it, or pwede nyong i-screenshot, depende kung ano yung ginagamit nyo, or maybe you can use the snipping tool like this, so you can save it as picture and then insert it sa email, if that's the process that you are following. That is for the bill. That's for the billing memo. For the default memo, it's kind of the same, except that ito kasi yung penalty and interest calculator, it's standalone. So this is just really a calculator. So now you can enter, after calculating, you can enter the bill here. Okay, so for example, we select a tenant, and then we want to, kasi syempre, kuwari, hindi siya nagbayad nung January 5. So, January 11 na. Remember, yung first default notice natin, we will calculate it after the 10th. So, we will calculate it every 11th of the month. Ang final default notice, remember, this is a drop-down list. You can actually put final default notice. This is calculated every 16th day of the month. And finally, yung eviction notice, pag hindi pa talaga rin sila nagbayad, we will send that every 21st day of the month. Yung eviction notice is in the shared drive under the 2021 forms and templates. It's a Word document. So let's say 11th day of the month na ngayon. So yung billing period, the amount is say 5,000. The due date was last January 5, hindi pa siya nagbabayad. Tapos nakausap nyo, the date will pay, sabi niya, okay, I will pay by the end of the month. Or kung wala man siya sinabi, just take the date today. So, kunwari na lang today is, 16th, 2021. And then automatic na magka-calculate yung interest and penalty. Now, we can, Abriel Soto, so we can put this in the billing database as, for example, today is 16th of January. So, si Abriel Soto, yun. Yun. Siya pala yung first. Then we put, I don't remember, ano ba nilagay natin? 150 pesos and 55. So we're gonna do that. 150 pesos and 55. 55. Okay. All right. Now that we've calculated that, we can now bill again. So parang this is just the same exercise as the billing memo. We will use, of course, the date is different. So parang sinasabi natin, okay, hindi pa rin kayo bayad until now. So we will bill you for this. Oh, so ang rent pala niya is 7,490. So let's update this. Kasi hindi. Ayan, para sakto. So this is 224.70. What we can do is actually just copy paste special values to, or 224.70, 224.70, and yung interest is 82.39. We'll put 82.39. Okay. So, here it is. Now, if you have, again, any additional manual inputs, just use the rows below. And, of course, the collection. We have to put the collections kasi baka may partial payments na siya. And there you go. It appears na bayad siya kasi itong penalty and interest natin is basically yung unpaid bills niya. Pero, that's how it is. Now, since okay na, automatic na siya, you can just, one more thing before we print it. There is one more field that you need to enter or input. Ito yon. Kindly pay the above on or before. Say, sabihin natin, okay, kailangan before the this is the first. Sabihin natin final default na siya, nasa January 16 na tayo. So, kailangan niya mag-pay before January 20, 2021. So, we need to update this one also kasi we are assuming na final default notice na daw kasi January 16th na ngayon, supposedly. Okay. Now, that's how it is. Now, you can print, screen grab, or use the snipping tool. And then you can send to the tenant via email or kung whatever mode that you actually send the memos. Okay, and then last, I have updated the tenant database. Tinanggal ko na yung macro button dito kasi lagi siyang nawawala for some reason. I think it's basically nangyayari kapag na-upload sa Google Drive. I'm not sure. In any case, I just used the keyboard shortcut Control R to update a new entry. So, ibig sabihin, when you add another tenant, say, my me. And then I will, uh, okay, let's say 529. Oh, meron palang 529 na tenant. Okay, let's say 520. I hope walang ibang tenant na 520. So, 5,000. And then I'll put quarry. Ang receivable balance ko is 3,000 from last year. So, yep, I'm just gonna enter the fields, yung required fields dito. After I enter, I will just hit Control R. So, yan, umiikot na yung ating cursor. It's actually calculating. Here, you can see it's calculating. Just wait and be patient kasi pag may ginagalaw kayo, baka not responding. Well, yan, not responding na siya. Pero, yan, nagka-calculate yung system, so don't worry about it. Now, let's check if nag-update nga. Dito actually, mag-check nyo if, ayan, you can just ungroup if it's still grouped. Pero makikita nyo na nag-update na tong tenant list natin. Bakit natin kailangan gawin to? Kasi we need to have unique tenant names dito sa ating drop-down list. So, kasi remember, dito sa tenant database, pwede tayong mag-enter ng same tenant pero different information, rental information. For example, during 2021, suddenly I decided to transfer units to say nasa 418. And then lumaki na yung aking rent or bumaba whatsoever. Tapos bagong move-in date ko is say 15/20/21 hanggang next year 2022. So basically parang sinasabi ko dito, well, mag-expire ng contract ko, I want to transfer units, mas malaki siguro kaya tumaas. Now, yung advance deposit ko will be, of course, 6,000 ulit. And then this one, security deposit will be 12,000. Yeah. Now, yung may mga tanong about the receivable balance kasi supposedly ang receivable balance yun yung balance as of last year. So December 31. Kapag may mga naglipat or whatsoever, I think hindi na siya kailangan ilagay, wala na tayong lalagay na receivable balance. Kasi na-capture na siya during the time na nag-entry tayo for ito, yung 3,000 na to. So, every year, nagbabago tayo ng admin model. So, every year, what do you call this? Meron tayong carry over ng receivable balance. So, for example, the tenant Debbie Esquivias, yung na-carry over yung kanyang account from last year. So, may receivable balance siya ng 3,000. In the middle of 2021, suddenly, naglipat siya ng unit. Tas hindi pa, if say, sabihin natin, may mga receivables siya from the previous unit, hindi na natin i-carry over yon kasi magiging redundant yung entries. So, ang mangyayari dyan is magsa-sum if lang siya. So, ibig sabihin kung ano lang yung incremental na what do you call this? Incremental amounts. So, ito actually yung advance and deposit. Hindi siya tama just because, kunwari, say, for example, ito kasi, yung previous, yung original na advance and deposit niya, 5,000 and 10,000. So, ngayon, we are going to bill na lang the incremental, which is 1,000 and the 2,000. Here. So, instead na 6,000 tsaka 12,000, magiging 1,002. Well, actually, dito kasi hindi siya yung billing. So, pwede pala natin siyang ilagay as is. 12,000. Pero dito sa billing, ang mangyayari niyan is if when we bill, for example, there, and then Debbie, let's just go to D. Yan. I will only bill the 3,000. So, the 1,000 na security na advance, incremental advance, tapos another 2,000 incremental deposit. So, that is 3,000. So, yan na lang i-bill ko. So, dapat walang magiging problema doon sa receivable balance. Kasi, once lang naman tayo magki-carry over ng receivable balance. Whether marami kang entries of that similar, same tenant during the time, during the period or the calendar period. Okay. So when you set it up, tsaka lang may isang receivable balance dyan. Well, if you have any questions and concerns, please email me or we can discuss this during the weekly meeting. I hope you will have fun exploring this model, and I hope to receive more of your comments and suggestions to improve our admin model. Thank you and have a great week. Bye.